So I work at Taxi Kitchen. That's part of the Transport Hotel Group, which is within Federation Square in the Transport Hotel complex. We're on level 1 in the main restaurant called Taxi Kitchen. We decided that we were going to build a 100% Victorian wine list. So we went ahead and we created from all 22 different regions in Victoria to have a selection of quality wines from just Victoria. But Roger Federer would be one who would visit the restaurant on a semi-regular basis. Tourism for us it's paramount, to be honest, where we are being at Federation Square, and this is the premium restaurant of Federation Square. The amount of tourists, international and domestic, that come through Melbourne, being the hub at Flinders Street Station and Federation Square, the meeting pot. The American market, the Japanese market and the Chinese market for us are second to none. We could not rely on not having tourism. Domestic travellers all across Australia and New Zealand especially, all come here.
Hi, I'm Desmond Jones, Scoreboard Operations Manager. There's 12 roles that make up the scoreboard. From this room we also operate the LED ribbon board that makes up 800 metres of both the field and level 1 parapet. We also do announcing from this room. We have right to my right, we have where the timekeepers push the button. They are supplied from the AFL. We have all the cameras that take all the images of the game. Most people assume that they're getting the images from Channel 7, but it's actually from MCC supplied cameramen. But that all gets cut up in this room. Anzac Day, when Zaharakis kicked a goal, dying seconds to go, you know, who couldn't, you know, I live that moment over and over again in my head. Tourists in general in Melbourne make a huge part of our economy. You know, they contribute so much in our diversity, and you know, if you look around at our great eateries around Melbourne, you know, this has all come from tourism and people migrating through to Melbourne at the ground, or meeting somebody who's seen a game, our lovely game at AFL or cricket for the first time. You know, because it makes us want to reach out and explain to them about the uniqueness that is Australia, rules football or cricket or any of our lovely sports.
My name's Beth Geraldine. I am a keeper here at Wildsea at Melbourne Zoo. I've been here for nearly 6 years now, and I started out doing a Bachelor of Science with honours at Monash University, and then eventually got into the assessment centre here to be able to become a keeper, and pretty much that was the best day of my life. At the moment we're sitting in Wings World. So Wings World was designed for this little penguin here. Her name is Miss Wing. Basically our penguins are all allowed to breed as they would naturally in the wild. She should be alright. Breed naturally as they would in the wild. And you know, they lay 2 eggs, they incubate those eggs, and they sit on them, incubate them and hatch them. She was about sort of this big and weighed about 78 grams, and her sister was about this big and weighed about 380 grams. So we made the choice to pull her and hand raise her, and that's why she's so friendly. We find that she spends sort of maybe a little bit more time in Wings World than on display, but she does choose to go out and swim in the big pool and hang out with the other guys a lot. Tourists are really important to the Melbourne Zoo. Having people come from interstate or internationally brings in new people that can come and learn about our animals and then take that knowledge away with them back to where they're from and spread the word as well. Learning about conservation, learning about animal welfare is incredibly important, that people become mindful of those things.
My name's George, been in Melbourne for 5 years. I've been flipping burgers for 4 years. Mr.Burger gave me a great opportunity to have a stake in the business as well, and as soon as I saw that, I wanted to be part of it. I love the product. I think that's the most important, like being proud of serving that a great quality burger. I love the Welcome to Thornbury site. It's a great venue, lots of different trucks every day. A lot of people in an outdoor setting coming, having beers, having burgers. And then I do love the Yarraville Gardens site that we have. Just a great location, beautiful views. Melbourne's the foodie capital of Australia. You can get any option. You can go fine dining and you can get a great product from a truck. Melburnians love burgers.